In this video, we are going to look at calculating probabilities of normal distributions on your TI-Nspire calculator. And we're going to do so by looking at a couple of examples. I've made a video as well walking you through the terminology and what normal distribution probability means. So you should definitely watch that if you find any of the terminology in these examples confusing. So we're going to look at an example with a mean of 16 and a standard deviation, sigma of 2. And first, we want to calculate the probability that x is less than 12. Now, your calculator has a very straightforward way to do this. You open up a blank calculator screen, click Menu, Probability, Distributions. You go to Normal CDF. We're always going to use Normal CDF, never Normal PDF. Okay, so we want the probability that x is less than 12. So really the lower bound should be negative infinity. Remember, this is a tail that goes on forever to the left, but we can't put negative infinity in our calculator. So you can see it actually preloads negative 9 times 10 to the 999, which is essentially negative infinity for our purposes. It's a very huge negative number. You could replace that with negative like 10, whatever, if you wanted. Our upper bound, we're going up to 12. So we want to fill in 12. And then we have the option of filling in a mean of 16 and our standard deviation of 2. We click OK. And we see, okay, the probability of that happening is 0.02275. That's low, but it should be low. So we're actually more than we're 2 standard deviations away from the mean. There's everything less than that, so there's not that much data there. So the answer there is 0.00275. Okay, now the opposite. Now we want to calculate the probability x is greater than 17. So here we have no upper bound. So exact same thing, menu, probability, distributions, normal CDF. Here is greater than 17. So our lower bound is 17, and for our upper bound, we want to put in some huge positive number. Same mean, the mean is still 16, and the standard deviation is still 2. Calculate. Here we get 0.308538. 0.0308538. And that makes a little bit more sense because we're actually pretty close to the average. We want everything to the right of that. So a good chunk of our area is in this section. The last thing we can do for normal probabilities is calculate what's the probability that x is between 4 and 9. So this is actually in some way the easiest case. Distributions, normal CDF, lower bound 4, upper bound 9. Still have a mean of 16 and a standard deviation of 2. And we get 0.00023, which makes sense because both those values are far from the mean. And let's write the answer in 0.000233. So those are the basic ways to do normal probability on your calculator. I'll be posting a final video for your TI-Nspire where you calculate inverse normal, but stay tuned for that.